Here in St. Louis for the Braves and the Cardinals, I'm Kevin McAlpin with 680 The Fan and the Braves Radio Network, and we're getting you set for the Braves and the Cardinals. It's the first of a three-game weekend set here at Busch Stadium, and the first thing I can tell you when we got off the plane early this morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning, we're not in San Francisco anymore. The weather is hot, it is muggy, it is humid here in the Gateway City. We are not in San Francisco with that cool weather coming off the bay breeze anymore. But a good night for baseball here in St. Louis. A lot of Braves fans already here in town. Saw them walking around when I was grabbing lunch here earlier today. So, of course, Braves fans always turn out well, and they seem to do so here in St. Louis. So hopefully the Braves will continue to play well in front of their fans who made the trip here this weekend. Atlanta playing good baseball. They've won 10 out of their last 13 games since Brian Snitker made that lineup change back on May the 10th. The Braves have scored a National League best 69 runs. They've also hit 22 homers over that span. That is also the most in the National League. So the Atlanta offense really stealing the show here lately. Austin Riley has been the guy we have all talked about. 5 homers in his first 9 career games. He's making it look easy, but the one thing that stood out to me yesterday, he had the home run that tied the ball game, but he also got the game-winning base hit on a ball to the right field corner. So this guy is foul pole to foul pole. He's not strictly a pull hitter. He can go to all fields. He can do it with power. He can do it with average. Runs better than I expected too, and I think he's done a really nice job in left field. It's still a position he's getting used to, but Austin Riley really helping get this offense take it to the next level. And of course, Ronald Acuna Jr. has certainly had a big part of that as well since he moved up to the top of the order. But again, Riley, 5 homers in his first 9 career games. First time that's ever happened in Atlanta Braves franchise history. Matter of fact, he's only the 9th player in baseball history with 5 homers over his first 9 career games, and he's the first since Trevor Story a few years ago with the Colorado Rockies. Now, while the offense has stolen the show, you can't say enough about the job that the starting rotation has done. Over their last 9 games, the rotation is a perfect 5-0 with a 178 earned run average. So certainly, you're only as good as your next day's starter, and this rotation has done a phenomenal job here lately. Of course, Fried and Soroka have been the 2 we've headlined the most, but Julio pitching well. Even Kevin Gausman had a good game yesterday, and you'd love to see Folty turn in a big performance tonight. Again, he's 0-3 with a 691 earned run average here to start the 2019 season, rather. He'll be opposed by Miles Michaelis, 4-4 with a 4.88 ERA. And again, the Braves are playing good baseball. They've won 10 out of 13. They swept the Cardinals here at Busch Stadium last season in a 3-game series that saw them put up 28 runs of offense. So hopefully they're clicking at the right time, and that's more of the same here tonight as the Braves and Cardinals get going at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Jim Powell, Joe Simpson, they've got the call for you right here on 680 The Fan, and of course wherever you may be across the Southeast on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Let's fill you in on one roster move that was made today. Of course, Matt Joyce going on the bereavement list due to a death in the family. His uncle passed away, so Matt Joyce leaving the team for a few days. He is on the bereavement list, and the Braves are bringing back an extra reliever in Kyle Wright. Of course, Touki Toussaint had to cover a few innings yesterday in that long marathon game in San Francisco, so good to have some depth with Kyle Wright back in the Braves bullpen. And of course, all of us thinking about Matt Joyce and his family as they go through a difficult time. We'll probably see Joyce return to the ball club when the team returns home. Of course, they're off Memorial Day, and then a 2-game series with the Washington Nationals starts on Tuesday at SunTrust Park. But first things first, we got the Braves and the Cardinals. Again, Atlanta riding high. They're playing good baseball, probably the best baseball they've played all season, and they'll look to carry that into tonight's series opener against the Cardinals and Miles Michaelis, a Cardinals team they just took 2 out of 3 from last week at SunTrust Park. So these two teams very familiar with each other. We'll see what kind of adjustments they have in store for each other over the next 3 days. But again, Braves and Cardinals, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Jim and Joe got the call for you right here on 680 The Fan and the Braves Radio Network. So hopefully you can kick off your Memorial Day weekend with us as we got a beautiful night for baseball here in St. Louis as the Braves and Cardinals get going tonight at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully you can join us.